Alright, peace, Danielle. I hope you're doing well. Welcome. This is going to be your mini reading, and in this reading, I'm going to be talking about your sun and your moon. You feel me? And so it's pretty interesting. For starters, you have your sun conjuncting your moon, and I assume you probably know this, maybe, but the conjunction is an aspect that's likened to the sun's energy. You feel what I'm saying? It's the aspect of prominence. It's an aspect that brings power. You feel me? And this aspect is neither positive nor negative. It just signifies and shows that two planets are in a tight union together and they're sending energies to one another. So in this case, the sun, which signifies the will and the consciousness, it's like the goals and the individual's like will or desires outwardly, you feel me? And then like the needs, the resources, the emotions, you feel me? The emotional needs are blended and unified, you feel me? So to put it in other terms, the will and the emotions are merged and unified. And so first and foremost, these are individuals who are pretty self-contained. They don't feel like they need people outside of them. Hold on. Before I go further, just talking about the conjunction, because that's what I was doing. I do gotta bring up the fact that you have your sun in the 7th house. Your sun is in the 7th house, which does highlight and signify this desire to want to be in a union with someone, in a partnership, and in a relationship. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like with the moon conjuncting the sun, and with the moon conjuncting the sun, but also with the moon being in the 8th house, there is an indication that even possibly in the past experiences with relationships, there may have been a great toxicity, you feel what I'm saying? And there may have been this likeliness that narcissists were attracted, people that desire to manipulate and control, etc., were more so attracted than those people that come through and genuinely want love and want to, give you love. And also, it's like with the sun and the moon conjunction, it dictates that there may have been one parent, if you this shit is crazy, okay? So like your moon is in the 8th house, right? And this is the house of death. It's the house of separation, you know what I'm saying? It's the house of loss. And the moon, it highlights the mother, but it also highlights the origin story, or like the upbringing, the childhood, you feel what I'm saying? How you were gestated, how you were nourished and nurtured. And so there is a lot of toxic energies from there, and this can even highlight and indicate that like the mother may have been overbearing upon you, if because I have to say if she was even there, because like with the 8th house energy, there is a possibility that she wasn't there. And it's like your moon is detriment, but then it's like your sun is a little bit better off than your moon. And so this can even possibly be an indication that maybe your mother wasn't there, but your father was, possibly. You feel what I'm saying? But ultimately, with this conjunction and union, like I said earlier, the conjunction isn't a positive or a negative aspect, but it kind of depends on, I guess, which side of the bed you wake up on, or in other words, which planet is taking lead. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes the will and the ambitious natures to want to succeed in the world and to want to apply your will to get the things you want may drown out and overtake, your emotional needs, your domestic needs. And with that being said, sometimes, even though it's a conjunction, it's supposed to signify unity. It's like sometimes the moon will take lead, where it's like the emotions and the way that you feel. And this is not per se even sometimes, but it's like the emotions and the way that you feel, which is your moon, has a great impact on like your vitality and your well-being, which is signified by the sun. Now, truth be told, both the sun and the moon are planets of vitality, and they both highlight your vital abilities and your vital abilities, I would say. But you see, you have your sun in Leo, and Leo is a very like vitalized sign. You know, it's a very life enriched sign. You know what I'm saying? But then you have your moon also in Leo, but it's in the 8th house. So this right here can be even an indication of like a repression of your own innate power. You feel what I'm saying? And this power may even be like stemming from like your animalistic aspects. And so how do I even go into this? Like, you just might have a lot of aggressive, like Martian energy. You feel me? A lot of Martian energy, which is also sexual energy. You feel me? And that may be, hold on, I gotta pull up your chart before I continue speaking. You know, and that may just be oof. Well, probably reacted like I just saw a ghost. Anyways, well, you do have an immense amount of emotional energy. And yeah, like there is healing that needs to be done and needs to be taken not uphold, but you know, taken care of when it comes to the upbringing, the childhood. You know, a lot of traumas from the past, experiences from the past in general, you carry with you till this day. You feel what I'm saying? See, when the moon goes into the 8th house, it's very sensitive. You know, it's very sensitized, and you can even become like a vortex. You feel me? A vortex in the sense that you have abilities to pick up on other people's energies. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. You feel what I'm saying? And because like the 8th house is more so a negative house than a positive, you may be like a magnet in drawing and attracting more so those negative experiences over those positive experiences. But then it's like we have this Leo here, you feel me? And Leo is a sign that deals with power and significance, you feel what I'm saying? And so there is a bridge into like you rising above your feeling of like maybe inadequacy or insignificance, because like the 8th house, when the moon is in the 8th house, like it's also a house that deals with prisons, you know. And so this can be like emotional prisons, you know, feeling emotionally in prison. And so this can be like, it's interesting, it's like, I don't know, like Mario, for instance. You know how like in the Mario movie, holy shit, this is such a good analogy. You know how in the new Mario movie, I hope you've seen it, so when Bowser traps Mario, he traps Luigi, not Mario. And Luigi is like in this dungeon, and there's like this blue flame. And the blue flame is so, like the way that the blue flame speaks is so optimistic and it's so enthusiastic, but all the things it's talking about are negative. It's fucking negative. I don't know if you like, maybe go look it up and see that little clip, you feel me? But I feel like this is a great example where it's like the blue flame in a sense has collapsed into its circumstance, you feel what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm pretty sure that blue flame is like a star, and when a star collapses into itself, it becomes a vortex, a black hole, I mean. But yeah, you feel me? There may be this like energy of like with Leo, right, feeling like you're genuinely a good person and you really didn't do much to deserve X, Y, and Z, but like victim energy. But I always tell people, no one is a victim, you feel me? We are all more capable than we know, because we live in a society, in a world where like we're legitimately enslaved, you feel me? Like the fact that we as humans don't know our power when it's so deep, there has to be a part, like an agenda to repress humanity. You feel what I'm saying? But let me put it like this also. See, with your moon being in the 8th house, it is of great importance for you to become aware of like the unknown and the unseen, and of course that is like psychology and getting into your mind and your unconscious mind and things like that. But more so spirituality, getting more attuned and more aware with your spiritual energies. You feel what I'm saying? I guess a lot in your chart that's like just harsh and hard, but it's like me, you know, even being an individual who has gone through tremendous amounts of things, and I have risen and overcome those things, and I live a life where I can 100% do whatever the fuck I want, and I manifested this. You feel me? It's like I understand and I get it, and my way of reading is not detrimental. It's not where like I show you all your fuck, that's it. But it's like I help my clients who work with me find ways to heal and expand and evolve, you know, evolution, more like transformation. You see, the 8th house is very much a house of transformation, and with your moon being in the 8th house, it's an indication that you need to learn to transform your emotions. And when I say transform your emotions, it's like, okay, Scorpio, 8th house, death and rebirth. You feel me? You need to allow yourself to die emotionally so you can be reborn again emotionally. And so dying emotionally is like surrendering to the fact that you feel how you feel rather than avoiding how you feel. You feel what I'm saying? Like, especially with the sun and moon conjunction, it's like sometimes you may you like with the sun moon conjunction, these individuals, even though it's a unification between the will and the sun, this is also a new moon. You feel me? It's a new moon energy. So very much like when I see charts that are like very quote unquote karmic, I see it as like an opportunity to pay that debt off and then be reborn again. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I see it. An opportunity to pay that debt off and be reborn again. But it's like the new moon, it's not masculine, it's more feminine. So this would also highlight an importance for you to tune in and tap into your more feminine aspects. You feel what I'm saying? But from a place of like learning how to work with subtle energies. I want to use the word magic. I don't know if that word is a trigger for you, but I know that with like you having all these other 8th house energies, I'm pretty sure deep inside you're a witch. You feel what I'm saying? It's like learning to tap into magic and learning to utilize your magic, which is emotion, really. You know, like magic is using your mind, your imagination, and your emotions, you know, ultimately. But you know, with the sun moon conjunction, there can be a like buffer when it comes to seeing into the self and like doing introspection. Like seeing into the self and doing introspection may be something that you may not even want to do, or that may fly over your head. You feel what I'm saying? And so it would be of value for you to start getting into a place where you do more introspection and self-evaluation. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like with the Leo energy, you know, especially with this harsh energy, like there is a possibility for an inferiority complex to arise. And that is when you compensate your feeling of inadequacy by walking around like you're a macho man. You feel what I'm saying? And overcompensating, overextending how powerful you are, and how like becoming a bully. You feel me? Ultimately. But with the moon in the 8th house, it's like there's a possibility you may have been bullied also. But it's like with the moon here, with the moon in Leo, what's important for you to understand is your strength, and to come come in alignment with the fact that you're a strong individual. You feel me? Like Leo, is a sign of strength. You feel me? It is the will, the I will, and it's like you need to learn to channel your will constructively. And it's like with your sun and your moon conjunct, there is a natural ability to channel the will, and go about attracting the things that you want in life. But it's like you should also channel your will inwardly. You feel what I'm saying? And get into working with your psyche and healing your psyche, focusing on your mental health. You feel me? Like that would definitely be a benefit as well with this energy here. Um, yeah. And so also strength, with the sun being in the seventh house, there is a projection that happens where it's like you may project your strength onto other people, and you may feel like without another you don't know who you are, without another you don't feel powerful enough, or however it may express. You feel what I'm saying? And so with that being said, it's of great importance for you to understand that your ability, you're only able to see that other person's strength because that same strength you see within that person is within you. You feel what I'm saying? And this is big facts. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like the sun is the planet of power, and how it is that we channel our power through our will. But it's like here it may be you giving your power away, and so there is a need for you to learn to start to anchor your power within, and also start to learn to know yourself rather than just being okay with what society or who society told you are. Because when the sun is in the seventh house, there is a strong inclination and desire to want to associate and hang out with others. But it's like with the moon in the eighth house, there also is a desire to be isolated though as well. But then it's like with this, okay, and then it's like with the sun moon conjunction, there is an ability to like socialize and have relationships, but from a surface level. But like intimate, deep relationships, they may be hard. It may be hard for you to like truly open up to someone. This conjunction, sun moon conjunction, makes you a very self contained individual type energy. Feel me? But I would say that pretty much concludes like this mini reading, and there's definitely a lot that I can go into for you. You feel what I'm saying? And I would love to help you through that manner. And if you're interested, then let's definitely do it. And I only charge $30 per session. You feel me? Because I do try to keep it cheap, so then everyone can tap into the readings. You feel me? And everyone can get that guidance that astrology provides. You feel what I'm saying? But you can say, never mind. Like, but I do a lot of, I extend myself a lot in my work. You can say it's like my internship. You feel what I'm saying? That the universe assigned me. Because I swear to you, like, the sun is in Leo right now, and that's like my 12th house. And the 12th house, right? And then like the 12th house is the house of spirit, you can say. And so it makes sense that I'm feeling like, spirit just wants me to extend myself and help others. But at the same time, right now, the sun is transiting through the area of the sky that is highlighted by the centaur energy, which is like a Jupiterian energy. And Jupiter is all about good deeds and helping others. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, what I'm doing is very much in alignment with the energies right now. But yeah, and if you're interested, definitely let me know, and we'll dive deeper, and I'll be more than happy to work with you and help you at those levels. But anyways, peace. I gotta go. My friend is waiting for me downstairs. So peace.